my God. We're actually doing this. Stop the track. I told you give me a minute and I'll be right back. Anyways, before we start with the video, I just want to say there might be some language that is not suitable for children. So if you are a child or a family member,
get the fuck off. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
So anyways, like I was saying. Hey, wait, what's our title for our blog gonna be? Spillin the Tea?
Krystle and Casual Short Stories.
Okay, we could do that.
You don't seem so excited about that one. Castro and Krystle, such like, you know.
Just Castro and Krystle?
Castro and Krystle Short Stories.
Chismeando?
Chismeando.
We'll figure that out. Today is September 4th, 2021, also known as Beyonce's 40th B-Day.
Oh my God, it's our anniversary!
It is! 12 years.
12 years. Like, so I guess that was what we came to do this video for, was to talk about Beyonce, our love for her, and then share our stories, because a lot of people that know us, like clients,
social media,
they kind of know our relationship, but they don't know everything, and we're not going to also put everything on here.
Right. My
real people, you guys know. My clients,
you know, the real tea.
They
know the real tea.
They do. Everybody knows.
As you can see, I am wearing my Ivy Park bag.
And I'm wearing a little bit of Beyonce, if you can see her.
Beyonce means so much to us that we even did a few music videos.
Oh, God.
Who remembers those videos? Oh, my goodness.
Please tell me you forgot.
I'm not a good singer, but I was like, you know
I'm
what?
a great singer. People ask me if I know how to sing. Not to cut you off.
Let's sing a song.
No.
Pretty hearts, shine a light on whatever's words. Ooh, I could hear that chainsaw about to start.
It was getting there. It was warming up.
Well, you know, I used to always wish I could sing, and a lot of people don't know this, but my dad used to be in the band. He used to play the guitar.
Really? I think you told me that before.
I think, okay. So one day he was in the basement playing the guitar, and I was like 10 or 11, I think. And I walk in and I'm thinking like that scene in the movie Selena where he's playing the guitar and she's singing, and the next thing you know, boom, they're like creating a band, right? I'm like, oh my God, this is my chance. Matthew y los Dinos. So he's playing the guitar, and I don't know what song I sing. Maybe I sang Feelings.
Sentimental.
I'm singing, right? He stops. He gets up. He grabs me, and he's like taking me towards the door. I'm like, oh my God, he's about to talk to me about making a song. He pushed me out of the room, closed the door, and locked it.
You said, bitch, bye.
So, I guess I always knew I couldn't sing, but that never stopped me from making these videos. Sorry, Dad. I'm going on tour whether you like it or not. So, me and Krystle go back to 1995. And back then, I really didn't know her. We even did our first communion together.
We showed it, Sade.
But our first real interaction, it was 2001. Clifford Academy, 7th grade.
I don't even know what you're going to say, and I'm scared.
This bitch was in fucking art class with me. We were sitting at the table, and then you're like, Matthew Castro, are you gay? She put me on blast. Everybody's laughing, and I'm just like, Krystle, stop.
So I guess, like, I peeped it, and I was just like, why are you trying to talk to girls? Like,
I was trying to do art, damn it.
Did you know you was gay in 7th grade?
I knew in kindergarten.
I was like, hey, I love all the gays. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, I never told you that until like years after. We were already friends. Because it was a suppressed memory. I didn't want to think about it.
I am not a bully. I feel so bad. I'm so sorry. But I love you so much. And I'm gay too now.
She was always changing school, so I never saw her ass.
My mom didn't learn how to drive until she was 30 years old, and we rented, so we moved a lot. So every house we lived in, I went to that school. So, yeah.
So
I had a lot of friends, but not for long.
With that last story, I can see why. Then I don't see her again until 9th grade, right? We go to Western.
I don't remember you, Western.
I remember
Honestly,
you.
I don't remember you.
It was
What's
like
that
a
at all?
chainsaw running through the hallway. And I'm like, is that Krystle Guajardo? And this time, ninth grade, this one had a short little bob. She walked around with her little notebook. And I'm just like, who does she think she is? She thinks she's so cute.
Oh,
She got on my nerves. So, fast forward. This is the beginning of an era. It was September 4th, 2009, a Friday. And I decided I'm going to go out. I'm going to go out by myself. I don't care. I don't need nobody. I'm a strong, independent man that don't need no man. So I went out and went to...
man that don't need no man.
Shut up, bitch. So I go out and I'm like, whatever, hanging out by myself because I'm fun. And I went to Crave. This night is, I don't even know.
Ew.
This was in 2009, okay?
Ugly.
So I was bored. You know, I'm like, this is lame. I'm like, I want to be gay. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to go to Gigi's, right? So I go to the bathroom, and it's a girl's bathroom because it's a gay club. Who cares? And I'm like looking in the mirror, and then who the fuck is in the bathroom at the same time?
As I was leaving out, he was right there, and I was like, Matthew Castro? And you're like, Krystle Guajardo? I was like, give me your number. And he was like, so apprehensive, but I didn't understand why.
Because I kept thinking about that time in 7th grade when she called me gay in front of everybody. And I was like, I don't want to give her my number. But I gave her my number anyways, right? So I'm like, here, call me.
So my gay cousin from New York wanted to go out, and I'm like, where are we gonna go? There's not a lot of stuff to do Saturday night for gays. So I'm like, I'm gonna call Castro. So I call him and I'm like, hey, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, laying on the couch watching Roseanne being a fat bitch. And I was like, okay, well, get ready. I'll be there in 5 minutes. We hung out that night, and then we hung out the next day, and the next day.
It was like every day, and then before you know it, we were like already BFFs. And I'm like, oh my god, where were you all my life? So let's talk about you coming out.
Not me coming out.
Oh, you want to talk about me coming out?
No, I'm just kidding.
I can talk about me coming out. It was senior year of high school, and me and this guy named Tito. Hi, Tito. We started going out, and then he would hang out with me all the time in my house. And then my mom's like, what is he, like your boyfriend or something? I'm like, yes. So then she was mad. And then everybody in the family's mad. Everybody mad.
Everybody mad.
It wasn't until prom when I finally like officially outed myself. I took Tito to prom, but I also had Melissa with me too, so I had 2 dates for prom.
I was gonna say, because I saw you and Melissa, you and Momo together.
I was all about trying to be cool and popular, and I was like, I want to be prom king. I want to win prom king. And I'm like, damn, now that I'm gay, nobody gonna vote for me. There goes my chance. Whatever. They were announcing the prom king or whatever, and I'm like, girl, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I ain't gonna win. I'm in the bathroom, number 1, not number 2. And I'm washing my hands, and like, Castro, where are you? I'm like, what? They're like, you won. I'm like, oh, I won? I'm prom king? Shut the fuck up.
Mr. Popularity.
I was like, give me!
Give me!
So then, what did they play? Mariah Carey, We Belong Together. And I danced to that with Tito. It was amazing.
Oh my
Beautiful.
god, how come I didn't know this story?
I never told you that. There's a lot of things I guess I never told you.
I hate you.
There's another story I'll tell you later. But anyways.
So, my coming out story. Basically, I was happily married for a long time until I wasn't. And I was probably like 3 to 5 years before I got separated that I was like unhappy. I tried to work on it for a long time. It didn't work out. But then I met Julie, which is my girlfriend now. I told Castro, like, I met this girl, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, so yeah, like, we together. It didn't take long, like, because, you know, lesbians move fast. So, like, it didn't. When I told him, he was, like, freaking out. Like, he was fucking freaking out. It was the best.
It took me a minute to accept it.
Yeah?
I was surprised. I was shocked.
Tell me more. You were in denial.
I expected it from other people, like, ooh, let me not name drop. But, some people to come out, right? You know, there's some people in our circle that gave me questionable vibes, you know? But never would I ever think Krystle. I'm like, Krystle? First of all, she's married with a man, right? And for all I know, they're really happy, right? Whatever. So,
because you don't tell people your business.
And that is, you don't do that.
Not
shit.
even my BFF didn't know my business until it was time. And I guess I've always like been interested in women, but I never really thought about it anymore. I was married, like I didn't think it was ever a possibility. But have I thought, yeah, you know, at some point. But did I think I was going to be in a relationship with another girl? Never, no. But here we are. It's been
Crazy.
how long? 3 years?
About 3 years, I think.
3 years.
I'm so happy for you.
And thank you. I am too. So much happier.
Way happier than when she was with Joey.
Yes.
Can we name drop?
Yeah. Like, Kesha was my best friend and still is, obviously. So, like, even though I wasn't telling him stuff, he could come around and feel tension or just feel my energy and be like, okay, like something's off. Actually, he didn't even want me to be friends with Castro. So that was another big issue in our relationship. But, you know, you ain't going to be with me and tell me who I can and can't be friends with. Especially if it's not like hurting my life. Like, you're not doing anything to me that's going to hurt us in our relationship. So I didn't understand the problem.
Yeah.
So then now we're all gay.
Can't believe it.
A sad story to a happy ending, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's my story.
Well, let's go back to a sad story. So I'm pretty sure everybody knew I was once engaged. I was
I thought you were gonna say I was once gay.
No, that's forever. I was born this way. Okay, Lady Gaga.
Okay, Lady Gaga.
I always knew. But yeah. So I'm not gonna get too into details, but I will say some things that I just wanna kind of get off my chest. I actually went to San Antonio for the first time in April 2019, and me and him matched on Tinder while I was down there for like a 3-day trip. You know, we added each other on Snapchat and we kind of just kept in touch until like maybe 4 or 5 months later, I was like, I'm gonna go down there and visit you. So we met. It was great, you know. And before you know it, I was going back and forth to San Antonio like every 2 weeks. And so then I was like, you know what? I think this is the one. I think I'm gonna do it. And then COVID hit, so then it was like we were quarantined at home. And it's crazy how things work out. After 4 weeks of not having a job, I finally got a job, and I almost didn't take it. A lot of jobs down there pay really bad, like bad.
That's so crazy.
So I was like, should I take this job? I guess I'll take it. Accepted it on Thursday. Friday, I started my first day. Then the following week was spring break, so I didn't work. And then the following week was when everything shut down.
I remember that
I
because
was
you were
like-
like, I worked like a couple days or 1 day or
One
whatever
day.
it was.
I worked 1 day.
And I was like, we're gonna go back to work soon. It's fine. And then we never.
It was crazy because had I not taken that job, I don't know how I would have made it down there. And so, you know, I don't think I told you about this. Maybe I did tell you about this. But
What?
the day that I broke up with him,
Which part?
the one that I was bluffing and I really wasn't trying to break up with him.
No.
Okay, so what day was this?
So many stories you haven't told me.
And I was getting cussed out. I worked for a bank. I'm not going to say what bank. And I worked from home. And I got cussed out all the time. Back to back to back by some broke ass people that don't pay their overdraft fees. So I was like, I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm tired. Like, I was
Motherfucking tired.
motherfucking tired, right? I'm tired of being cussed out. I'm tired of this relationship. I'm tired of working my ass off to pay. Pana. I like threatened him, like, you know what? I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. And you know, you say that so that he can be so
he can be like, I'm gonna get
sorry.
better.
He was like, okay, cool, because I'm not happy either. I was like, oh, I was bluffing. We actually, the week before, we just had a snowstorm in fucking San Antonio.
Oh my God, and you were out of power.
Out of power, out of water. It was crazy. But anyways, we survived that, and it was fine.
Did you?
I survived the snowstorm, but I didn't survive. Let me shut up. shut up. Let me shut
You
up.
guys didn't survive it together, but you survived it as an individual.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up.
I'm not gonna stop.
Keep on fighting.
I'm gonna work harder.
The relationship was over at the end of January, right? It was over. But we were still trying to at least live together while transitioning to come back to Detroit. So my plan was, finish out the lease. And
Because you only had a couple more months.
yeah, the lease was up in May. And it was already February. So I was like, well, you know what? I'm gonna get my old job back. Because I'm like, I am not working for customer service anymore. It was a random Wednesday in February. And he got upset at me over some stupid text messages private text messages between me and my other best friend. And he threatened to kick me out. He said, yeah, I want you out of here by the end of the week. I'm like, my friends are coming to see me in Texas. At least give me 2 weeks while they're here, and then you can keep the apartment. I don't care. Like, I'm done. No, I want you out. No. Fuck your friends.
Not you kicking me out and I don't got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Not you kicking me out, but your mammy and pappy live out here and I don't.
Yeah, I don't have nobody in Texas. He overreacted, threw all my shit out of the closet, told me to get the fuck out. Just kick me out like that.
And mind you, we were gonna be there like in a few days, a week later.
We're
gonna be there a week later. And then we even had the talk like a little bit before that happened, and he was like, you know what? Things are getting crazy. Like, I'm just gonna hang out with you guys, and then we'll drive back together. Mm-hmm. Like, you were like, maybe that's a possibility. And we're like, okay, yeah. And then, boom, like it happened, and we were like, you called me and you were so upset, and you had all your stuff in your car. Like, all his stuff was in his car. And I was like, fuck him. Like, kick him out. Like, you're the one on the lease, but Cashel's so nice. And honestly, a lot nicer than I am. Because I definitely would have stayed there. First of all, especially if I didn't have anywhere to go. Like, what? Are you kidding me? What kind of human being does that to another human being? You don't do that to someone, especially knowing that they moved out there for you and they're with you, and you just dispose of them like nothing. Like, that really pissed me off. But I wanted to like go off and tell him all these things, and Cash was like, no, I don't want any problems. I don't want him to like, say shit about me that are untrue. And I was like, dude, like, who gives a fuck? Like, I was so pissed. Like, I just wanted to kill him. And honestly, fuck you.
I didn't say it.
I did.
Krystle, I know I fuck up sometimes. I know I can fuck up. I know sometimes I'm mean. Sometimes I'm a piece of shit.
Sometimes you're a Beyonce.
Yeah, sometimes I'm a Beyonce. Sometimes I'm Michelle. Sometimes I'm Latavia.
Sometimes you're Farrah.
Oh, sometimes I am Farrah. But I know I can recognize when I've done wrong. And I can, accept that, apologize, and move forward. It'd be different if he would be like, I'm so sorry, I did fuck up. Fine, I could forgive you and move on. But it's another when you really want to still say it's my fault. I can't.
My ex thinks it's my fault too, by the way.
But there wasn't one time that, yeah, it wasn't, I messed up. I did mess up. But
you didn't cheat though.
I didn't cheat, and I always took care of him. He never had to worry about anything. Okay, one time I was a little crazy and attacked him with a butter knife. But you know what?
If I didn't cheat and I always took care of your ass, don't tell me nothing about nothing. I don't give a fuck what it is. If I'm doing those two things, you better bow down.
Bow down. Bitch. But girl. Honestly, I'm actually really happy that it happened because I got my life back. I do not regret anything. Our relationship for the most part was good. I was happy. I was really happy. And I did things that I never thought I would ever do. Leave Detroit, leave my job, leave my friends, leave my family. I took a big leap of faith and doing things out of my comfort zone. Like, I was doing a lot of things that I never would have thought I would do. Especially customer service, though. Let me just say that one more time, bitch. I hate customer service.
I don't regret also being in a relationship as long as I was. I was married and I was together with him for 15 years. So really, literally, half of my life up to that point that I left him, I was with him. And I had a great time with him. I was very happy until I just decided that, am I happy? I never had to worry about like my ex cheating or not doing this or that, or he always cooked and stuff like that. But one time he did cheat and I tried to fix that and he didn't care to. And it's just like all these things people go through as individuals, and we just didn't work out. And I know that he has a different perception of that because everybody that wants to be in a relationship that the other person doesn't want to be in feels a different way about it. But I don't think he thought I was serious either till I really did leave, and it's been a long time now. Before that night that I left, I never stayed the night anywhere. I never slept over. Nothing. I never left the house out of anger, nothing. The night that I left, that was the first night, and I never went back. And I'm so happy now.
Now, I didn't want to have to say anything like that on video about my relationship because, relationships are between two people, and, I believe that not everybody has to know your business. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for us. Look at us,
too.
happy. Well, you got a girlfriend, and I have Manuela. No, I'm happy with being single. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It's better being single than being in a bad relationship, honestly. Like, fuck that, dude.
Yes, I can't.
Yeah. And then you have so much more money now.
I get money for MGM now.
Yay!
Excuse me? Play 5
5.
The whole purpose for this video was not to go off on anybody specifically because I don't want word to get out that I'm making videos talking crap about people.
I do.
Although we will probably talk crap about people.
A lot of people. Oopsie.
Oh, no, wait. My only eyes. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in and listening to us talk. Her chainsaw voice and my annoying ass voice. I feel like everybody just wants to see how we talk. I kind of wanted to share this with you guys. And we'll see how it goes. If this pilot episode gets picked up, I'm so sorry, Mommy.
Picked up.
I'm sorry to my coworkers. I'm sorry to all the other people that don't know me that well. This is who I am.
Do you still want to be our friend? Doubt it.
No, they do. They do.
Oh, thanks for watching. Astro and Krystle
Spillin the Tea.